But we have to talk about the big banking updates that have come by, pushing the bank nifty higher as well, and a lot of fundamental analysis there as well. Gaurav is joining us with that now. Gaurav.
Well, let's talk about HDFC Bank, the biggest private sector bank. Now, it seems that HDFC Bank is actually proving what they had said earlier, that in FY26 they will be moving in line with the market. So the advances growth that has come at around 9.9%. Remember, the system level growth is at around 10.4%. So it seems that HDFC Bank is picking its pace with the system level growth. Remember, this also reflects around 4.4% growth on a sequential basis, which is actually healthy. On the flip side, deposit that increased by 12%, that is also higher than the system growth. And at the same time, when we look at the sequential growth, that was at around 1.4%, and that is the reason why CD ratio that actually increased almost to 98.8%. Now, this was a bit of a concern because management earlier said that they want this to come at around 85 to 90%. So definitely we'll watch out on that. Let's talk about Kotak Mahindra Bank now, because here also we saw a good set of numbers. Advances that increased almost by 15.8%, and deposits that also increased almost by 14.6% on a year-on-year basis. But remember, what happened in the last quarter for Kotak Mahindra Bank? They reported good set of numbers, but during the results they said that the growth was largely driven by corporate banking, which is a little low yielding segment. And at the same time, they also reported NIMs which were lower than what the street was anticipating, and credit cost which was higher than what the street was anticipating. So definitely we'll be watching out on these numbers, but specifically on the pre-quarterly updates, good set of numbers from the bank. Lastly, let's also talk about NBFC, Bajaj Finance. Now, this came with a very good set of numbers. 23.6% growth is what it has penciled in for second quarter. Remember, they had already given a guidance of 23 to 24%. So it seems that they're actually acting at the higher end of the guidance. When we look at customer base, that has also increased almost by 20%. And the new customer addition, they've added around 12.2 million customers in this quarter, which reflects around 25.6% growth on a year-on-year basis. So definitely good set of numbers from Bajaj Finance. And as a result, we saw market is also actually giving that to Bajaj Finance stock price. The stock is up more than 2% as we speak.
Indeed, and of a lot of these banking updates doing well for themselves, but slightly off the highs of the day, though, is Bajaj Finance, but doing fairly well, above the mark of 1,000 rupees. Gaurav, thank you for that. Now, the big story